So I'm really pleased to present this award today. The Ethel and Allen Buddy Carew Sustained Leadership in Education Award, the longest award title that we have here at PennGSU, recognizes significant service to the education community by an esteemed alumnus of the Penn Graduate School of Education. Our description of the award states that the recipient will serve as an inspiration to others, transcending expectations, and providing opportunities and service. I can't think of anyone more deserving. As Dr. Beth Schweitzer Riley, Vice President for Student Development at Manchester University, shared, Scott constantly casts a figure vision of what can be done with an existing program or new initiative. He leaves a place better than when he found it when he arrived. Scott received his BA in psychology from the University of North Colorado, his MA in college student development personnel from Bowling Green State University. He completed his doctorate in education with his dissertation focusing on a comparative study of organizational change and planning for fraternity system management. Scott has worked for the University of Pennsylvania for 20 years. First as the Assistant Director of Student Life Activities and Facilities. Then in 1995 as Director for the Office of Fraternity and Sorority Affairs. Scott has been published multiple times in our professional association publications. From 2010 through 2012, Scott served as chair of NAFPA's Fraternity Sorority Knowledge Community, and this year received the Knowledge Community's inaugural Distinguished Award. In 2012, he was awarded the Craft Fusel Distinguished Service Award by AFA. Most impressive, Scott was awarded the Lambda Chi Alpha International Fraternity Order of Merit, the highest award given to alumni brothers. There's a lot more that I could share about Scott's accomplishments, service, scholarship, and self. But there's something I want to make sure that I share today. As a graduate student, a week from starting my classes, I started knocking on some doors, asking if I can intern for free at a couple of different places in Philadelphia. Scott took me in. He didn't have to. I already had a graduate assistantship, and he didn't have an internship position actually created, but he created one for me. He cared about my professional development and even had his office pay for a professional association dues that year, and really instilled in me the need to give professional development opportunities to those emerging professionals. When I get a new intern in my office, one of the first things I try to do is ensure that they get some type of professional development, no matter what my budget is. And that's all because of Scott. Secondly, Scott taught me the value of role modeling and how to be a role model for other professionals. He brought me along to all of his meetings the first year that he was chair of the Knowledge Community at NASPA. Through watching Scott in action, I was inspired to take on leadership roles in my professional organizations. And I'm ever so proud to introduce Scott, my now colleague. The 2013 Ethel and Allen Buddy Carew Sustained Leadership in Education Award winner.
Wow. I'm profoundly humbled and a little overwhelmed with this honor. As Christine sent me the description of the award, it really seems like it not only just recognizes but also gives a great expectation for continued service, which I am excited to be able to take on. I was incredibly fortunate to have had some great educators through my youth, both professional educators and classroom teachers and administrators, as well as volunteer educators through the Scouts, church members, etc. Since that time, I've been equally honored to work side by side with so many wonderful friends and colleagues. The one thing that all of them have had in common is a deeply held belief that there is no greater investment that can be made than time and talent, energy, and encouragement spent with our youth. Such investment is truly a gift to the future of our society and our country and our world. I've worked in a number of institutions of higher education, consulted, spoken, taught, designed programs for a number of international fraternities and sororities. For over 20 years now, I've had the honor of serving the Penn community as well. With all of those opportunities, I'm constantly reminded of the amazing potential that exists within the coming generations. Through all of my roles, I get to not only teach all aspects of visionary leadership and creating culture change, but I try and encourage students to use their boundless intellect, their endless creativity, and their limitless energy to make their dreams a reality. Witnessing them accomplishing that reality, I am even more inspired and energized. We hear so many horrible things on the news every day about what goes on in our world, and it would be very easy to get mired down in that negativity, depressed and fearful for our future. But I join every educator that I know in an excited optimism for our future and the unimaginable change that our students will bring to the world. They only require people to believe in them, to encourage them, and to inspire them to actually be the change that they want to see in the world. I'd like to thank Christine for such a fantastic vote of confidence and a wonderful friendship and colleague relationship that we've been able to build. I'm thankful for my husband and my family, who've always been a tremendous support and encouragement. I thank my colleagues at Penn, several of whom are here today, and those across the country who challenge me every day to be better for our students. I'm thankful for my fraternity background and my continued work with them, because every day they keep me grounded in a very important set of core values. But most importantly, I'm eternally grateful for the energy, the inspiration, and the excitement that students give me every day. Thank you for this award, and I will work every day to continue to earn this.